up in Search and Destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go with Prisoner Rescue first go.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defense round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners who kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to exfil is
definitely you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a ton of it yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to do. The honor of officially announcing the third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patrick, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, you know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
We're not even okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground, and design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed we do. Let's roll the clip.
Hello.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Hello.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mic.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire.
Hello.
From centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Steph, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look. You're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, shoot.
Call of Duty next.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little
Mountain
Caesars,
Dew.
a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2. HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Play like a pro on the big screen with 144Hz VRR and AMD FreeSync.
I already claimed
now
this, I
on
believe.
TCL 6 Series TVs.
Did I claim this one already?
Prime Gaming. Visit
I don't even play Apex or
gaming.amazon.com
whatever.
today and start claiming
Claim
your
it
free
anyways.
content.
We have 200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind: to be the first players to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
And there is so much in this game. There is almost too much. This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to mess a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic, because those guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red.
Capture the flag, Code Red.
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night of S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal. Most people have terminal nostalgia.
Terminal.
Terminal, 100%.
I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy. Strike.
High rise.
High rise.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was going to pick Code Red too.
Basic.
Second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
That's good. Thank you,
when buy
Babu.
specifically marked Mountain Dew.
Grave.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. God damn, it was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there, everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people out there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts abound. But here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden. Josie Scott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again,
Exciting.
There's a lot in this one, Jack.
A lot.
Where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Well, here we go, a brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0.
Corey's back.
A really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Areas, towns, a city, and of course,
oh my
water.
God!
It looks way better
Observatory
on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for
bigger
all
than
of our
there right
streamers here
now.
to jump into Al Mazrah.
There's an island right there, fortress.
Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was
That's
a
what she
big
said.
picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take.
Shout out to Jamoka, Milig Samoka, sabi ni Jigs.
To create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different
Thank you for stopping by, Jigs.
along the map.
Alam mo
If you're
to?
paying attention,
Sheesh,
you might
let's go,
see a few
Corey's
that seem
back.
Pretty familiar out there as well.
Oh, may tubig na.
And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map,
Village
whether it be
East,
the big
let's
city
go.
that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one.
Well, that looks familiar.
Familiar.
Oh, airport.
There's a river
Oh my
system that goes
God.
through all of this. So you'll be able to
And
catch
shopping
on a
mall.
boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites.
Yo.
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
You can swim.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what
Oh
the hot
my
drop will be today,
God.
right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our
Observatory.
first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think some people are going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know?
Yeah.
They're coming home.
Exactly.
It's always nice you're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
Wait, so they can play Warzone 2?
Have all these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot
I thought it comes out in
nuggets in there for
November.
some old Modern
For that
Warfare
reason,
fans.
yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players.
Well, it's
coming up.
multiplayer, right?
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the
alpha
gameplay.
build, okay.
We've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer, that's all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone, that decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both.
Decoy.
The
Oh
slide,
my
the dive, the
God.
water, like,
More swimming.
yeah.
Oh.
This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller. You know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
Oh, this campaign.
Caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. I have no idea, but it sounds
Oh,
great.
Kilo's back?
You can see the armored
Pila.
patrol boat coming by there with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little
Floating
bit.
mines.
Take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will. Run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station to get repaired as well. And of course, we've got water vehicles. We've got a small boat. We've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret at the front, turret at the back, so you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
You forgot the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly around. That's a moving
chopper.
platform with 3 doors, and you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting in combat.
You can lean out the windows, not just aim through the windows.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I
And there's gas for the vehicles now.
Quite frankly,
you can
what
repair
massive changes have we got in
tires. You can get gas.
Changed. Is it still a gulag?
Holy
do we still have
cow.
circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
Well, what do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go
We've
ahead.
made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them a game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and
proximity chat! Oh my God, trash talk is gonna be so bad.
I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0.
Yo,
the streamers love prox chat.
You're trash. You're trash. You're trash. Get out of my lobby.
Warzone 2.0. We still have the humming crates. You can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet, you can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there, so you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al-Mazrah, quite literally have a route we plan, hit the gas station,
pick up
gas
snacks.
up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it, so we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you know you have this very directed fight of like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go. It's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen. Like, oh, the circle's splitting. We need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car. We're going now. Go. All right. So apart from circle splitting, what about the Gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so much change, man. I mean, I'm ready for it. But Joe, what do we got?
The Gulag, you know, we've been experimenting with. We've tried some crazy things with the Gulag. But the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
yeah, we're going to get feedback today, too. And like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here. But there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I
It's not 1-on-1.
Of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different ways. In BR...
Oh my god. It's crashing.
Side, which is
Too many people watching, 100K right now almost.
Away from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil, it's totally up to player choice there. And I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond.
Oh, rank play, rank play.
Trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on VR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. with the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone. And I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a
Damn.
chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al Mazrah on November 16th. But don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise.
Mobile.
Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale. We got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Gee,
Call
let's
of
go.
Duty Next, brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck.
Wow.
Intel, built for the next generation of gaming.
I got that.
Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern
I
Warfare
got that
2's
too.
open beta. Jack Links, squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic, leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern Warfare 2.
Be right back. Just gonna grab some water. Oh shit! Yo, that's where that's. Yep. Oh my god. Stadium. Gulag. Oh, that's what they're talking about.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here, coming into mobile. We got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Today
Is
we are
it?
proud to
Spencer's
introduce
sister?
Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Yeah.
This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today, it's still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just
Oh my
gives me
God.
so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time from its hallmark vistas and these dense urban areas. They're just so much fun to play in. Wide open fields, ready for battle, and intimate, close quarters combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good reason.
Boneyard.
Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard and Superstore.
Oh my god.
Even TV station.
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone Mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form, you can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
I really like that you brought that up, because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
Yes. Everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So not so fortunate for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either, because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player, and you can earn your way back into battle. This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile, because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. So the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes.
No.
Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplaying between mobile devices and consoles, or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console-first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick-up-and-play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now, you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn, like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
What? Lame.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I can be in the airport playing Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way. Ali, I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just
Wow.
seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up and set booby traps. And now you're telling me I could do them in not only land, but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen, Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But, guys, it's time to get to business. Let's now get into the Command Center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Command Center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through.
Here we
all
go.
day today.
Holy shit.
Xfinity customers.
Damn, dude.
They can start playing Modern Warfare 2 sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get
Time
your
is it,
code
11
for
a.m.?
early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are two
Yes,
PCs
sir,
every
Intel.
guest.
Shout out to
I
Intel.
couldn't believe Cloaksy is here. Like the fact that he actually made the trip out. I figured they have to have something
Cloaksy's
special.
there?
The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank
Ridiculous.
you. This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
you
just
played,
a little.
a little, yeah? We played a tiny
could have
bit.
an accent too.
She did. I'm getting mocked here. My bloody desk. We got to play
Damn.
a bit yesterday.
Yes.
So you
Pretty fun,
really
but, now we
need
get to watch 200 streamers.
a gaming
some of the world's finest.
PC
Quite literally
and
from
a
almost
streaming
every part
PC.
of the planet coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday, it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of
Jeez.
these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start screaming Miles. It's going to be insane.
Clint, we heard Courage from like
They all have
headphones on,
stream
you heard from
decks.
space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound
Damn.
like. But my boy
twist,
Tyler
twist.
Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, you know, all across North America, all, you know, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere. How do you describe the vibe
Yes,
of the
sir.
room?
I'm hype as fuck, Brandon.
Love Call of Duty, all in one room, getting ready to grind. And, you know,
Free Warzone comes out in November though, so and they have the DMZ
right?
mode.
Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's gonna be lit.
Listen, as much as
Prisoner.
they're here for their love of Call
What
of
is
Duty,
that?
They're also here because they want that banger clip. Like everybody wants, like you know, like, you're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So yeah.
Oh shit! What just happened?
So yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their deaths at their Tim. I'm sure we're gonna have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and
this is
but we are playing. I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something
More
that I always
colors.
enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks
Dr. Lupo.
gorgeous. It really does. And not that I had any concerns about the
Mercado.
visual side of it, because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
Was that M4?
Pretty.
It looks like an M13.
You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels and unreal, man.
Oh,
Yeah, it's unreal.
nice
All
stun.
these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in.
Ooh.
Talking a little bit
He
about
was
the
stunned,
game and
though.
the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different. When
I haven't seen people. I haven't seen people slide too. Yeah.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet, and I found there was an in-game like whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did
Oh.
He has no idea. I
walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you been?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word. Ali, not a word. But
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate shot streaming.
M16?
I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard. And
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now. He's having a good time.
Oh.
And you know what?
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of the most competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's me.
Yeah, see? Not just me.
To test what
It's okay to be
earlier
passionate about the
games,
game
like,
if you really want to
something
win.
else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this
Knockout.
level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so
Casual
exciting
K
to
is
watch.
first
When
thing to
you're,
make
you know,
Pyrus.
enjoying, like,
Oh,
witnessing
wow.
your teammates play or whatnot. It just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game.
Wow.
And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No,
no.
Yeah.
Okay. He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's like,
he's doing the classic. It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh, my sensitivity or something?
Stiff.
What is it?
No, Jack. Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the
Who's this?
changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having, you know,
yeah, so, you know, I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that.
You can still
I
slide.
think it's amazing, though. I mean, when
But
we
no
jumped
more
into
slide
Modern
cancel?
Warfare 2019, when they introduced
They're
it,
still
Gunsmith,
sliding.
there's a lot to take in, but now everybody's familiar with it.
The hell was that?
especially
Oh.
Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
seems like
that.
a good middle ground,
It's just
right?
a better
Like-
version of that, right? Like, the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all these different attachments, and, you know, for the class of weapon that you have, like, you can change it up. Turn a M4 into an SMG. Like, that's really cool.
Oh, this
Wow.
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly
Prince
gross.
6, one of the the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One
Oh,
of the-
swag.
Maybe the,
If not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Yeah, no, like the all-time
lying.
great.
Damn, Swag's getting
There we go.
owned.
Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, and Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at the point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. You know, some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5-hour long attachment video from J-God.
Oh God, you know he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add into this game.
Uh-oh.
You can jump from
2v4.
rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of a rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's tall buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage
Makes me want to
too.
play
Like,
multi
I
now.
stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an irrational to people, and he was like, I'm going hard, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm going hard. I could just hear, like, the competitiveness in
He's
him.
got-
Yeah,
he's
looking
going hard.
right.
And this is this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money back.
Oh, that's
hold on to that bad
mobile.
boy. Oh, I forgot, friends. Here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming top right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on.
Oh, damn, dude.
A
You need to be
celebration
able
of
to
everything
claw.
that is Call of Duty, and even courage. He may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves on the drum?
Yeah, they're
And
yeah, the thumb
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like, I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad, and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
Yeah, I think you should, yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called?
I
I'm thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of
I'm
professionals.
looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippery, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of
Just
things, we
slide.
love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there.
I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know,
I haven't
the
seen the
slide works
dive.
now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think it's, we're not officially calling it a dolphin dive, because Joe's calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast, so we get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the sort of the CDL pros, been like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Showed us the slide. Now we're looking.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see a dive.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like, everyone sends it out.
So
I want to see a dive. Come on.
Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. That's the. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the snipe on the other side.
Oh, that's
and
a dive.
Look.
There we go. Testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest, fastest way across the map.
Yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide.
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think, in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far, quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large, way more intense action. Of course, there's like evasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like, we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. The snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's
like a
max
P90?
2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
Hit it. Hit it.
Also, look at that little stock.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right.
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
cutest little stock I've ever seen.
It was so
I think we were in the same
Hype,
game,
Nightbot,
too.
hype. Come on, Reggie.
Sort of like anime skins.
You'll be able to play? Let's go.
We can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very,
This
very
is my favorite map.
handsome looking weapons.
Dylan's right.
Damn.
Speaking of handsome.
Oh,
Also, something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks.
So no more slide canceling.
I love the perks.
No more slide cancel, but you can dive. Dolphin dive. What the hell?
You're gonna have two base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you get another perk. As time goes on, you're gonna get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually it's completely new. They've redone it, and it's gonna be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like.
People are gonna be grinding the hell out of Modern Warfare multi right now.
Multiplayer experience. I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks.
Yes, sir. No slide cancel.
Now it's
No more jumping around. It's all about positioning
that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now
and gunfire and just being able to aim.
but it does feel like they were saying, what was it that, you know, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to.
Let's go.
Class based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the purchase, right? I think that's pretty.
Hindi na yung bigla na lang mag-push tapos slide in, slide out. Wala nang ganun.
What you want, and it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying. Getting that extra
Damn.
It really does.
I wish I could play. Damn, dude.
You unlock one after, you know, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly. So no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, yeah, the first two perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk, way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like, kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain America.
We're spilling the beans right now.
Saying,
taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean,
Wait, where was Simp? I didn't see Simp. There's Simp.
There it is.
Right, listen, picture there.
Yeah, 2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching in your free time, Quinn?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
I'm watching them.
It's Brooke's TikTok. You know, she's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
S&D.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago.
Ooh, just Hepfire.
This is simply spectating
Fennec.
Ash Sanders.
And, you know, of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like a very good hybrid 3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to a game mode like Search and Destroy. Like, you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like
Aiden's
a little
in
bit
there.
of like,
Holy shit, that's such a sack
with all the
team.
walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing. And as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's
Oh, phone. What the hell?
He's going in.
Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
He is perked up, quite literally.
Come on, Mason. Show me something special.
He is
Come on,
flying.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
no.
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh.
That thing turns.
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people into super close range, but Bornyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Huracan OP. Is that what you're saying?
Ooh, 1v5.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfight stuff, like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been. Like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top, just hammering away, sweet seasoning top to bottom.
Well,
and it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just.
Let's go, G.
The bunny hop is back in full form.
Multi-time, multi.
Is clean. We know Sam LaRue.
I know. Hopefully they adjust the cheaters. They haven't talked about it yet. Ricochet is still there.
Again,
so I don't know. Hopefully it's a different engine.
I was using the bigger sight, the double. I forget the name.
Ooh.
But I like the extra zoom.
Jukies.
Cruise missile back, a lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare game is there.
We get to see one.
Oh, hello, boom.
That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, yeah, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look.
What was that? C4?
The attachments that it has, it's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow,
Oh,
wider.
oh, almost got that.
Just create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the gun to be so big.
Swag.
To view. Maybe you're one of those players that.
Settings personally. Like, give me the option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of settings in this game.
I'm gonna get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits.
Oh, someone's behind.
Oh,
above.
When I see Courage on a 5-street, that pop up at the top of the screen. It might have Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died there, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on,
Swag.
Swag's dialed.
Ooh, swag. Ooh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, this sub looks like it's dominant.
Also, all the sounds and everything when you level up guns. Oh, yeah. Everything is there. I mean,
I wish everyone could experience.
Ooh, how did you lose that?
The gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because like a lot of these content creators, like they're friends or they're familiar with each other. They play games online, but like it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some meeting for the first time. Like I know Iceman and Isaac, we have interacted so many times on social. I've never met him in person, dude. We hugged for a solid 30 seconds. It was beautiful.
And it's just shows
It's like a P90.
We'll get for Call of Duty. I was telling you, I was like, I can't believe I still get this amped for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this.
Yeah.
It is it's special.
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock, or if you've just joined the stream.
one of the
Beta starts tomorrow. Yep.
No in between.
We'll be watching Jamocha tomorrow when he streams for the beta. This is just the alpha, that's why. Oh, they're gonna play the alpha of Warzone later.
Going through weapon loadout, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoy that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game screen. So if, like, if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out, I still have some kind of like situational awareness when I'm in-game.
And look at all those ring lights.
ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all of our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well,
it's
regardless
better
of your
if I
attachments
move
and what configuration you
here.
end up coming with is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one.
Have
gun
more
that can do
space.
everything, right? and I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally
some
what
feels
this
like
game is, because you can change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
well, in a way, yeah. But like I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between
Yeah,
your
like I haven't seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means. Of course, as the game
like
develops. He wants a sawn-off that kills people across map.
Everyone's using controller.
Okay, who knows?
Oh yeah, because all
Crazy.
fucking.
2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work.
How's Huskers here then? Isn't Huskers here?
And this is where if anyone's gonna test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are gonna do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Oh,
Not
man.
enough. No idea what these guys are gonna come up with, but it's gonna be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours.
Damn.
Look at Chef Tony.
Now I want to play
This is one
multi.
of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Metal boots on the building. He's got the M4.
Metal boots.
He's gonna run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess
I
around
just
with
open
guns.
Warzone up.
Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time.
J-Bill versus Swag, let's go.
He's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a...
In COD, in COD 2020, 30.
Bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy in the fight. Oh, he's up. He's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh, man. We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what, the iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great, too, for a lot of, people like, you saw Zenny, you saw Crowder, for those who don't know, they work on the CDL side, they're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, cruise missiles there, counter UAV, a classic, VTOL is going to be back. Everything.
Yep.
The Juggernaut is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy.
Triple VTOL, let's go.
Get a grip. You are live COD next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there as well.
That's what I was gonna say. I love that.
Okay, I have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. It's called.
Who's online?
Support now, but it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a chopper gunner here as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing.
No one's online.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other later today, when we get the free play, I'm getting a chopper.
G, laro tayo G, tara.
I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear
Multi-G, tara.
I'm visualizing your ankles just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs.
SND.
Here we go, another crew.
Redman, how we doing?
And what a shot. He got 2.
The hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Merckx.
All right, we're gonna see
you later, Nick.
So this is the air support where you're saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of
It's mobile, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
What is that thing?
The Fennec. Or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe? But that looks like the Fennec. Yeah, that's the Fennec.
Oh, sayang.
What?
Wala sa home
Breadman's already
base.
found a winner.
Yeah, Brett's got
Ooh, what the hell's that gun, dude?
But it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though. But,
Yeah, he's
all right.
Bullets are going
he's
straight,
he's a mouse, obviously recoil, long range. You can manage
Oh,
him more, but it doesn't
Oh,
seem like there's a
monkey.
lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me the hands. Show me the hands. Oh, gun him.
So we played this map yesterday.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Museum, yeah. This is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
There we go.
yeah, give me the
Okay.
hands.
You hear how that sounds? So sad.
Yeah, he plays claw, dude. That's
You
crazy.
hear that? That better be on
Or
my team.
like this.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like a lot of the tournament stuff, where you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like he is absolutely nuts with it. So not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles, but
I got to see his recoil control.
So what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's your
30 to 0 ammo real quick. Oh, sheesh. But it's on fire rate.
Honestly, this is museum. Nice big central area, essentially 3 lanes. I mean, this is a second story. We're about to go up there now. This is where Breadman is. It's nice, man. We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here. We played Hardpoint on this map. We played Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up big time last night in like a 2v5. I had the prisoner on my back. I was sprinting. And I can hear Jack picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm there sprinting.
I'd be that guy on the team, too. I'd be carrying. Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, the opening breaks and stuff. Like
he's on a 15
Bilis,
by the
oh.
way.
Excuse me.
He was frying.
Is he gonna get fucking nuked? Come on, watch him. Keep watching
He's
him.
on 15 in a row.
Yeah.
Cruz coming in. Bang!
Breadman, holy
this is
shit.
Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets 2 again. Just ripping him.
It's the same 2 people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about to say. He was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good.
Oh, dude, I basically just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last thing I saw
Damn,
was 15
dude.
streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So
Bliss!
Oh, so it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing and audio.
It might be his stream, but either way,
it's his stream.
That boy is ripping metal. So, again, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his 2nd tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman. And, of course, he's working his way towards that final perk here in this hard point.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it? He is annihilating everyone.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody kill Breadman.
Wait, do you guys see the movement though that I was
When
talking
you
about?
first
Like, how he's
kill,
moving, like,
Breadman's about to get a nuke.
Than other Call of Duty games, it's very hard to put into words.
Come
But once
on.
you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
And you can see it, so that's
Yeah,
gonna,
like
know,
you can see
for more
it.
of the
Oh,
hardcore
shit.
players,
Yeah.
are going out there and they're
23rd
like, jiggle
kill.
peeking. Your hips and your head
Yeah,
move
like
now.
everything's going.
So it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you can get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just like the physics of the character.
The physics of the character has been reimagined.
I
so
just
it's
watched
different.
that thing through like that. That's a stream to go to.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing
Damn,
hips around.
dude.
You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been
is
comparing
so
to Shakira, yeah.
I don't doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be.
Come
and
on.
It's so much fun so far.
Wait, go back to Breadman. Shit. US
Wait, so it looks like
24.
the other side of the Breadman.
Yeah, that's what I was actually.
No. Go back to Breadman. What the hell?
Oh, I think that was Breadman.
That was
Might have been.
Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's
from
got
us,
that
Brad.
thing.
25 kills. Come on.
Go back in there.
I mean, this
Put
is,
him.
this
No,
is
not
a
him.
timeline for sure. Redman's got clips for days.
I mean, Destroyer's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
About to get a nuke. Come on.
I just think about. Imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah,
of
no.
stacked
He just looked
smoke.
dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! Ah!
Oh.
ADS not quick enough there. 2 posts
Yeah.
up on the bridge, just shutting him down. But
So he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto
Oh,
sub
stun.
yesterday.
Yeah, thing.
Wait,
so,
what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2 points.
Wait, how many kills does Breadman have now?
To something pretty
Go
mean.
back to
Of course,
him.
the edge mechanic. I'm hanging
The
on
hell?
edge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, maybe. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at
Stun.
funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the build.
So no more slide castle, just bunny hops.
That I did have. I tried the
Bunny
camera
hop's still
one, it was so
there.
interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold
Maybe
your
it's
own-
kind of
you
slow in
hold your
this
own flank at
sniper.
that
you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again,
Another
another thing.
Oh. Oh, almost quick scope.
Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
yeah, I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons out, Breadman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang.
I'm already
And
really liking the
then,
sounds of these guns. I'm liking the
Right?
crosshairs.
And,
Like this is something I cannot wait to get.
Ooh.
Oh, hell
Breadman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, they are just tearing them apart. It feels like.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from
that could be
The rock?
portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great. But hey,
Ooh,
man,
it went through the
I'll
fuck.
take
Oh.
it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window. So the first
Yeah.
shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
Got a
feels-
couple
it
collabs.
feels-
Oh, he's about to.
Somebody saved him.
Oh my god!
It was Breadman.
Oh my god.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
Meow.
I mean, look how
Meow.
different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
you're moving.
You're
missed
going.
that.
Oh.
Wow,
Doesn't matter,
okay.
though. Okay, Sean J.
Sean fries him. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes here, what you're going for. You know, Crowder is obviously, he's way more aggressive, you know. He might be hitting flank
Ooh.
soon, but The way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
Oh, yep.
He's in the mix.
I think something
Dismal.
that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and, like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground.
This map reminds me of a map in,
passageways, and I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and
not
that's why
Vanguard.
we're going to see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more
Modern Warfare 2019.
people just popping out of literally nowhere.
Crowder is locked in.
Excuse me.
And that is the power of the Fennec. That player didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. Like
Yep, close quarters. Oh! Oh! Did you not kill that guy?
Fun to use this one. I was using it the majority of the games.
Capture the flag. What do you call this again?
Classic Dom.
Domination.
Yeah. UAVs and all sorts, kill streaks coming up.
Oh!
I don't think we'll go too crazy with any of the kill streak choices. We did see Crim6 with a VTOL earlier. Again, classic MW19. Yep. I wonder if we're going to see any more today.
Oh!
Yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, this is the chance to test everything. Run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's
time to practice S&D,
guys. Pretty
guys.
comfortable so far. Just the little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop.
Freebies.
Like earlier, just hopping around. He can even hip fire this one. He's picking up a ton of kills. He's loving this class setup. He switched it up from last time.
So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the streamers as I possibly could. And I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time with the game. How you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Get used to it.
From MW19 all the way through to Warzone when, you know, we're on Caldera. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played. Like, it's gonna take like my hand, just the muscle memory of it. Like I'm just I've been slide canceling now for years across the map. It's just gonna take a little to get used to, 100%.
Yeah,
but I do think my hands are gonna be very happy though.
That's
I'm
true.
not having to do that constantly across the map.
Yeah, if you try to slide around now, you might even be slower than just sprinting.
Honestly, yeah. That's how it looks.
Again, it's how you use it. It's the dive is a really great mechanic for escaping. The slide gets you into different positions. Obviously,
I like to leave in my head, you know, the ball head. So I think the diving thing's gonna be good for me, just like a bowling ball, you know, Miles, just sending it through a door, sitting it through a window. Maybe diving into someone. You think I can knock somebody out that way?
If there's an attachment for you.
You? Yeah.
It's like a unicorn type
bayonet or something.
Yeah, bayonet on
So
my
now
head.
you can dive, guys.
Okay, that sounds sick.
I'm just
though.
repairing my
Honestly,
game.
if
Gonna
the
play
devs are
after.
listening, let's think about that a little bit.
Makes me want to play.
Dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
Who's this?
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this.
Who got
idea of,
kicked
like,
out?
He's got a big fin on his head.
Yes.
But make that a
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Where's Testy in this game? Why isn't Testy invited?
That is his sidearm. That's his pistol. Again, the range on that bad boy is going to be all that crazy, but you know it's going to rip when it is.
You would think Testy would be here.
The sound.
I want to see the snipes, Testy. Come on. Where you at?
When you were using an ant, did you have to
Oh, nice snipe.
It felt like an invasion, like I had to lead my shot a little bit, but that could just be me.
Good. Oh, good snipe.
I
Holy
was trying to shoot
shoot.
across the map. That's but you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collats with this gun. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Not to dub.
Snipes feel fast and fun again.
64.
What?
Damn!
That bread was
Destroyed.
Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. All right, all right.
Look at this. Oh man, through the door with the pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on.
Damn, dude, 60.
You know,
Nick Merckx is there. Okay.
Opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet
River
names
scope.
already. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. A little peek at the menu
Sheesh.
here now as well. Of course, while Isaac gets ready to get into his next game. So much in Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually ready to keep the show running. Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us how Tommy's doing.
Miles, that's right, I am right here with Zuma, Tommy Properato himself. So, I mean, you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD Next. What did you think?
What did you?
Incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill, and the maps are dope. A lot of close quarter gunfights, and you know, I'd be having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
Yes,
So there's so much
sir.
talk about, you know, new modes, new maps, changes to the gunsmith. But what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so you know, I'm really excited.
Yes,
for that.
sir. Rank play. Come on.
Incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're gonna be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both. But I'm just excited for something new. You know, a new game, and it's been a lot of fun to play. And there's so many amazing creators here. And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know,
What
real
the
quick,
hell?
with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead look like for you?
Man, just a lot of
This
shows, man,
read
a lot of
error,
plays, a lot of
6
streams. I mean, the content's gonna be pushing all year.
Why
so
is it
excited, man? Zoom Mafia's gonna take over, and we're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie.
Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being in this incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk.
Oh, okay.
But it is now time to chat about an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice. Delicious Jack Links limited edition products and brand new
Delicious
items
Jack
that I
Links.
promise you'll be dying to get your
Delicious.
hands on. So check this out on how to enter.
How to enter.
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2? Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win
I don't like
the
beef
ultimate
jerky.
Modern Warfare 2 supply drop. Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your
Scan the
information
QR
for a
code.
chance to win. But it is
What,
my
unlimited
absolute
Jack
honor and pleasure
Links?
to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven. But we also have Jeff and Joe on here to talk all things Modern Warfare 2. Of course, our multiplayer design.
Yo, why isn't
directors here.
Warzone opening?
And we're just going to get a bit nerdy. to
Are
be
the
honest.
servers
We're gonna
like
look at the
down or
gameplay.
what?
I am so excited to talk about it. But Maven, I've got to ask you, what do you want to dive into first? We have the two
What
guys
the
that are
hell?
going to answer a question.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed it in the opening of the
You did.
show.
Thank
you
you.
know, it started real smooth. I'm sure nerves were going a little bit, but it was awesome to see. But I know we're gonna have gameplay that's gonna be popping up. We're gonna chat through stuff. But I think one thing I kind of want to chat through is just there's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little bit. Can we chat through kind of the perk change and where your head
Why
was at
isn't
with
the
regards
game
to that?
opening?
Because it's a big change. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series. And I guess by nature, they're passive. And so most of the time, we've found people just, you know, find the 3 that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about the...
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I find a few I like, and like that's my class. There
so
we go.
we just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a third, and then you pick a fourth, and they're rewarded as you play. You really like...
Yeah, there's something wrong with Warzone right now. It's not letting me open it.
Yeah, I mean, an announcer comes up, tells you what perk you got, and it kind of re-engages you with what's available, right? And they're earned through time and score, so eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna, it doesn't reset on
What
death.
the fuck, dude?
It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do. Where
Where's
you're kind of
regular
like, if you're one
Modern
of those
Warfare?
players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG guy, so I like the process of like unlocking things and earning things. It's just like at the core of who I am. So I dig that, just like the progression over the course of one single map. I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages, right? From like, we're talking a lot about the theory crafting of what you set up,
Yeah,
but we
put
actually
packs.
have these defined packages. So early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this package and go. And then later on, when you're like, okay, I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit. You can hop in and create your own packages.
You know, that kind of...
Something's wrong with the
people
game.
can
It's not
see
letting me
that
play.
through the default loadouts. And we've packaged in, based on those kind of player behaviors we were talking about earlier, we've usually shipped 6 or 5 default loadouts, but we have 6 with this one.
Okay.
We found 2 for each behavior. And so those perk packages are already in there. And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within that, within each loadout. And so it's a little bit more micromanagey, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for, you know, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because we put a lot of time into how those play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like a, I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player, like maybe you want to start as more of like a Sentinel type. Did you see like as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace, or what did you notice when playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall most of our players are rushers.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know, there are these other players, and we wanted to just make sure that, you know, we're supporting all of them.
Oh,
so,
it's fucking
you know,
Tim.
Some of the field upgrades can be more Sentinel and trying to hold down positions. But that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away.
Oh, wow, you can...
But we also leaned into creating...
You can hang. If you jump and not make it, you can hang.
Now we talk about the rushing players, right? But we also
Oh,
want to talk about
shit.
the pacing, the movement, you know, what it looks like, how it feels to be in game. And when I got a chance to get on the sticks yesterday, something I noticed is it is a little bit slower paced, right? We're going to be sprinting round, not sliding round. And I think another thing I want to talk about is the dolphin dives. I've been diving down escalators, getting prone, looking at hard points, trying to figure out, can I see bomb site B or A? Like, you know, it's pretty incredible with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions behind that pushing forward? Because the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity, and I mentioned it previously, is like really, really important, right? But we did make some small tweaks, right? Like slide has a little bit more of a hang up, so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners, and kind of like pacing themselves. But the general movement of guns should be almost exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game, let's look at this game. And we try and be consistent in that regard. But there have been these small tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks. And
ledge hang, that's one I saw.
Through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall. You'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the ledge hangs because, you know, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper, of course, major stuff here, but and exciting that the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help out there. So in terms of ledge hang, where did that come from? What was the idea behind it? You know, why is it so special to have that in the game?
To be honest, it came out of face planting too many times, parachuting in, just missing that ledge, and you're like, nope, that's frustrating. Let's fix that.
Well, we've all been there. Like, whether you've been playing Warzone, like you're trying to like hop and grab it, and you just like, it's like you want to hit the button to like activate the pull-up, but then you hit your shoot and you're like falling down. It can be so frustrating.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, that's where it came
Awesome
from.
key player.
Yeah, it was also the high mantle too, right? Like late when we were developing Modern Warfare, and then Warzone started to come out. We had these walls and things. We ended up turning up the mantle height in Warzone.
Okay.
And it didn't feel as polished, but it allowed people
What's
to get
up,
over
Brandon?
walls they otherwise couldn't.
Don't have
and
that.
Like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like, throw
what do you
yourself
call
over a wall
that?
and get
Command
shot
yet? I need to
as you
fix
make
that. Let me see
transition.
here.
So the high mantle is definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry. It just adds that.
Are you
that
playing,
extra
Brandon?
layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move through the space.
That's a good note that we make all of the equipment, all of the movement, and all of these things for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that everything we put here is going to show up in Warzone.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse of like there's
it's a big kind of, like I was saying earlier, right?
It's
like
not hard, man. I'm sure.
It's like, how do you add different
You're off,
things
right?
and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem?
I don't know, because Warzone's not on, turning on for me, so maybe we can try some other game.
That really separates Call of Duty from a lot of other
Let me see.
shooters. It's like, it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba. Like it's just like floating through the map.
How do you set up that shout out?
To it, but
You called in?
How can you add that realism and the ability to, I mean, think about, I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do with just like interacting with the map and what it's come to now. I mean, it's insane how much it's changed.
We had to argue to get sprinting into, I think it was COD 4.
I'm sure.
We didn't have that, and so like just the evolution of where.
Yeah, it's come
There
a
you
long
go.
ways. I'm
Nightbot
like the very
command
first one, so-
custom.
Yeah, it's been pretty
Add
special. And
command.
something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us. We have an Elgato replay for you guys. It's actually Myth here on Prison Rescue. Just going to check this one out and see exactly what went down here. And Prison Rescue is going to be a really exciting one, of course, because you have to get that objective done. You need to go rescue the prisoner. And carrying them out is going to be huge because that icon does disappear. You know, how did it work with this prisoner, being able to put them in the game, knowing that somebody's going to have to run this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defense to be set up later on and have to completely and utterly change the game.
I'm doing
into that
Nightbot right
defensive
now.
mode.
That's what I'm
was the
trying
kind of
to
makings
fix.
behind
Oh,
that?
Stone's there. Oh, what's up,
all these different
Stone? Let's
iterations, and we had these
go.
problems where we're like, hey, the modes
Damn,
around
sana
rescuing
all.
these prisoners, but people, they weren't able to, right? We're like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard.
Stone
And that's why
Mount.
we added
Cloaksy's there. Oh
radar
my
suite
god.
that you get when you get the prisoner, and that's why we took the icon away when you pick the prisoner up. Because we were going through, and we tried with one prisoner, we tried with two right next to each other, we tried all these different iterations, and it took a while before everything kind of clicked. And you often, when you're making game modes, you don't really know. Like some of them pretty quickly, you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
But this one took a lot of work, a lot of finessing, and then we finally got it to where there is this balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And that replay we saw, I think of that one, but while we were talking earlier, I saw him actually pick up the prisoner and take it all the way to extract and have that run, and that's what we wanted, that hero run.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't envy you guys at all. I mean, I do. You have great jobs, but like the fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox, like from when you're trying to make a new mode, like how is some
Okay, there you go, Brandon. I got it.
anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War Invasion? Like,
I think at every game you have that
His
moment
layup
at
is
the
sleeping.
end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right, right.
And it's like, but then you start iterating and trying different things, and you do kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned, and you're like, oh no, we have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, Joe, this is a pretty hard question, but just
Jeez.
to kind of wrap things up here, you know, I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players and different generations, they always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back
Something
years to
broke.
come and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, was my game, and this is why I want to play it year in, year out?
Oh, updating.
Yeah, you know, nostalgia is a weird thing, and I know from working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things.
You have
like that.
Vanguard,
So
Brandon?
For us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, like you're kind of laying out a nice meal, and you're hoping that everyone enjoys it, and from all the systemic play with all of our equipment and all these different interactive systems, we're just hoping that fans find new and crazy ways
Vanguard.
to play the game. I don't know. What about you?
You just want it to be fun.
Modern Warfare also.
Right?
Yep.
Or even just regular Modern Warfare. We can do like hardcore or some
you
shit.
don't know what's going to come
Just
without, right?
you make me want to play
one of
multi
our
right now.
strengths, though, is that I run into people all the time, and they're like, I'm an S&D player.
Yeah.
I'm a Warzone player. I'm a Plunder player. Like, you know, like I love TDM. I just play that. And so it's interesting that we're fortunate to be able to make all these different offerings.
Let's
so
go.
that
I'm
people
just
can come into
repairing
our
my
game. Like, I love big war.
game right
vehicular
now.
combat.
So
I'm going to ground war, right? And so I think that's an advantage that we have, that people can find their place, the thing they love, bring their friends in, and then years to come, they're like, I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Damn,
a bunch
dude.
of different experiences for sure. And I got to say, the
I wanna
fact that we haven't
play.
really scratched the surface yet, you know, we're here at the reveal, we're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions
I
that
wanna
we have as well. I want to
play.
know what some of the
Oh
challenges
my
have been for you guys to develop this game, to really get it to the point that it is now, where you are comfortable to show it to the world and reveal it. You know, what are some of the hardships been along the way in this ride?
You know, I think the big kind of elephant in the room is just, you know, a lot of this was made from people's homes, you know. You're looking at people's art and work that, you know, people in their home spaces is their living room.
yeah, I'm waiting to watch Warzone
Some
2.0.
in their mom's
That's what I'm waiting
basement.
I
for.
bet it's a cool shed, though.
But I'm just opening the game in open monitor.
You know, but the fact that we can get this done through, you know, millions of Zoom meetings and millions of kind of keeping everybody up to date and so many different studios, not just ours,
Damn, dude.
you know, all these different Activision studios to kind of keep on point and
Yes, sir.
Make sure everything is.
Yeah, I think the server for Warzone is down unless my game.
Yeah,
I just need to reinstall my game.
Like, we have a really talented team, and we're up here representing that team.
Because I can't open regular multiplayer either because it's in the Warzone
specialists in what they do, the fidelity,
playlist.
the animations, the guns, everything, the art and the maps, the design. Our geo designers, they make these 6v6 type maps, they make these huge ground war maps, and they put it all together into this massive big map, and everything needs to sing. And so
Damn,
I mean,
dude.
all we can do is
How long
thank
is this
them
session gonna be?
and do our best to represent them.
I'm kind of curious, were there any like positives for me from a creative standpoint with like the fact everyone was in the office and like everyone was kind of like away? Like I almost feel like maybe that would lead to some interesting ideas. Like when everyone's maybe not in a room and like maybe one idea kind of takes precedent, like everyone's just kind of
Nick
isolated a
Mertz.
little bit more.
Hey, congrats, Nick Mertz. Nick Mertz.
I think a lot of people were worried
Gonna
that,
be a dad. Holy cow.
productivity would go down by living at home, but
It's a controller
we just
player,
found
right?
Everyone was so passionate about, you know, making this game that they could either play a game or their PCs sitting there and they could make the game better. And they're, you know, consistently.
Or maybe I could use my.
too
No.
too much, and we're like, hey, calm down.
I have a PS
we're
right
good.
here.
Let's get, you know. So I think that is a little bit of the fun part.
What I heard in some cases, like productivity actually like went up, which people didn't expect, and like now people are downscaling offices. So I was kind of curious if you just had like a lot of.
Very good. That's so
superstars
much
kinda
better.
show up and pump out some really amazing
Loading
stuff.
properly now.
It's tricky because
The stream early. Oh, there you go. Once it starts
we've
moving,
just now
it
been
gets
coming back
like
in and getting kind of that kind of
washed out.
community in the
Ooh.
office, and that has been a great way of kind of solidifying the game.
No more
and
slide
getting people
canceling,
back
Nick.
in and feeling you don't get the big hoots and hollers when you're at home, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we get people in the office, we get them in the big pit, and we're all playing. And yeah, you get that feedback loop of like, I made good stuff, and someone's happy.
Yeah.
Look, drawing back the curtain a little bit, because when I think of how to handle a brand new game,
He
a brand new
doesn't
title,
like-
bringing all these exciting factors,
He
to
doesn't
it,
like
I'm
the other
thinking
game
of, like,
modes.
bare bones, you know, in your shed maybe, with a whiteboard, you know, just writing things on, just brainstorming. What is that
Brandon,
process
you have
like?
HBO Max?
Building the blocks, building the foundation behind this brand new game, putting those
Oh, this
ideas
is
down on
mobile.
paper. How does it work for your team?
Oh my God, it's for dance.
I mean, one
That's gonna
aspect
be
we
hard to
used was,
control and
we tried to kind of break everything
phone.
down as simply as possible, and that really is just like a one-on-one interaction.
Yeah.
You know, like if you imagine how many times a one-on-one interaction happens in multiplayer or in single player, and like what does
if
that
you
look
can
like?
click?
You know, they could just shoot each other, but you know, it's what is in your loadout, what's in my loadout. It almost like it's like a card game where I use my flash and you use your smoke, and
Yeah,
like,
right.
and so like. We really worked on how many permutations.
You guys,
and
if
how
you
that
guys are
can
trying
play
to
out.
get
So we figured
HBO
if-
Max,
if we
make
can
sure
get
to
that to
use
come
the link
and play
in
out
my
in a lot of
about
different ways, we can make a
section
really
in Twitch.
quickly replayable game, which
Helps me a
should,
lot.
you know, make everyone really happy at the end of the day.
Nah, it seems like everyone's having a blast so far. I mean, this in
It's
general.
Aiden.
It's got to.
It's
It's gotta
running
be pretty
fast, what the
special
hell?
to see just this many content creators here, gas up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. Honestly, Jeff, Joe, thank you so much for being here, giving us all the insights, letting us nerd out a little bit, ask all the questions that we're dying to know. But I tell you what, it's about time right now to head on over to the main stage to talk a little bit more about COD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them and see what they have in store.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Lottie, and welcome back to the Command Center presented by Xfinity Rewards. And it's time to finally drop into some epic Warzone mobile gameplay. And joining me here,
I mean, I don't mind.
none other than Matt Lewis. I've
the
been
mobile
so
one.
excited to bring you into this stage. He is the Vice President of Product Management for mobile.
Thank you so much. I am super excited to be here today. We just have some awesome gameplay. We have some cool new surprises for you. So I'm just really looking forward to sharing this moment with you and with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into action. And obviously things are just heating up over here. And it really is impressive what you've been able to pull off here. And watching someone play, it looks great. It feels great. It's as if it's running off a console, to be honest.
It's true.
How did you guys make this from the ground up?
Yeah, it's a great question. So one of our game pillars was what we call relentlessly Warzone. I like to think of it this way. There are a set of emotions and an overall gameplay quality, something that's felt when you play Warzone. And for us, you know, that's something, it's a product of these proprietary combat and
my game
movement
is
systems,
broken, I think.
the Verdansk map, tons of vehicles, and some unique Warzone mechanics, things like the gulag and in-game loadout drop. So you put all these together in a pot, mix them around, put some magic powder in there, and boom, Warzone.
Then
So
install.
games, they can try to match this recipe, and they can spend a decade, you know, iterating and testing and trying this and that,
No
but they're just not
campaign.
able to quite get there. So for us, being on the same technology, it means we don't have to tinker nearly as much. It's just an incredible advantage for us.
So how was the team able to do it and just really pull off everything that you've had here so far?
With tons of coffee.
No wonder why we don't have any more coffee here backstage.
Yeah, exactly. That's the truth. All the coffee in the world is how we were able to do it. No, you know, one of the things that I just love about this project, it's a really great mix of talent and
I
experience.
think BattleNet's down too.
And for us, that concoction was what allowed us to have this kind of great end product. So for us, you know, there are 4 major studios who are working on Warzone Mobile. Activision Shanghai, Beanox, Digital Legends, and Solid State Studios. So our philosophy, it's been to
What the
mix
hell?
together really amazing Call of Duty console and PC
Yeah,
developers
I think the
with some of
servers
the
are
best
down.
mobile developers in the business. Because that's what we want, you know, an authentic, adrenaline-pumping Warzone, but something that is ultimately in this made-for-mobile, amazing, super polished mobile experience.
It's been so much fun watching all of these streamers today, and this game looks like a really great time. What is the best way for our viewers at home to guarantee they will be the first to drop in and play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile?
It's a great question. It's a great question. So for us, pre-registration is going to start today. We'll have a little bit more on that later. We're super, super, super excited. And if you're on Google Play, if you log on to the Google Play Store right now, you'll be able to start to pre-register. If you're on other platforms, please keep an eye out on all the social channels. We have the social channels live now, so follow, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And we're coming soon on the Apple App Store for pre-order. We have some incredible rewards. I'm going to talk about those maybe in a few minutes, but maybe for now, kick it over, check out some gameplay.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go and pre-register for myself. I'm just so excited. But that brings an end to our coverage of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And honestly, it's been such an amazing, great time here. But obviously, before we do end all of these, we're going to try to see what kind of fun all these streamers are bringing it up over here, because we are taking up on the screen right now. I mean, this ends with us just trying to introduce the game, but obviously every one of us, we want to see the gameplay. We want to see everything that's happening here, and obviously I am with the best person to talk about everything that is happening here on your screen right now.
Oh man. So when I'm looking at this gameplay right now, for me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play,
you
the
damage
movement,
it.
and the combat systems all tied together.
Oh, it shows which
I'm a thumb player.
part of the
Can't do the
vehicle
claw myself,
it
so
gets
when I see other
damaged.
thumb
Damn.
players in particular on the vehicles, it's a soft spot for me. I just feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players right now, even if you're not on mobile, you just see this map and you go back way back 2020, and you're just seeing this map Verdansk. It's just you're basically having a little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this map, and you get to play it here on mobile. And so I feel like it's just so exciting to finally see this map back into life. And really, we're just ready to play. I know, yes, we're in alpha right now, but I played the game yesterday. It feels amazing.
100%. I think you nailed it. I think the team is really, really, really happy with where we are. If we think of the development process, we typically think about 4 stages, and we're in the 2nd stage right now, where we're live to some amount of people in our alpha, and we're going to be entering a beta shortly. So for people who are interested in getting their hands on the game, the best way to do that, to pre-register now, follow all of the channels on social. There'll be some great updates there. And we just have loads of improvements, loads of surprises too. We just have some super cool stuff coming in. New features, maybe some new gameplay. Gunsmith is looking absolutely incredible. I think players who are familiar with it, they're just not going to believe what we have coming out with soon.
And as you can see over here, we definitely have streamers that you're very aware of already, just logging in, checking out Warzone Mobile. and it looks and feels amazing, as you can see on your top left screen. We were talking about this beforehand, right? One of the POIs that we really love to talk about is Boneyard, because for me, in my experience in Boneyard, it's great. It has so many chests. You definitely can get a lot of money, but the moment that you drop in, you already know there's a bounty on your head, most likely.
Me too. Boneyard for me is my favorite. I'm a player. I like to equip two things. I always like two primaries for myself. A shotgun is a must, and I like my shotgun and my sniper. People make fun of me for it, but that's what I love. Boneyard allows me to do both those things. I tend to like to hide out myself in some of those little airplane shells, wait for unsuspecting people to come in, and, you know, sometimes I'm lucky and sometimes I'm not. But that's Boneyard all the way.
You camp,
the fun
that's
thing
what.
for me, too, we've been noticing some people, we've been noticing Bobby talk about this a little bit earlier, is, you know, being able to go back into some of those points of interest that you like, in particular ones that were former MP maps and previous Call of Duties. It's just one of the things that makes Warzone awesome. I know people were talking earlier like, oh my God, Superstore, Superstore, Superstore.
Oh yeah, speaking of Superstore, I mean, I like dropping in there because I feel like I'm going on a shopping spree, grocery shopping, all the weapons that you need on the ground, they're over there. You know, but the thing is, it's in the center of everything. You're in the middle of everything. So if you want to go and just go away into safety, you're going to have such a hard time because you're worrying about people up top. Airport is right there. Boneyard is right there as well. So I feel like for me, like since we're seeing Boneyard right now, it's kind of like a safe little spot because it's right off to the side, but you still get really good loot as well.
Totally, well said. And for me, one of the things I love about Verdansk as a player is there are these mix of different ranges. You have really close quarter, inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of dam and try to pick off some enemies. And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know, choose your own adventure. How do you want to have that kind of gameplay?
Well, talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely want to have a little bit of a look into the different streamers that we have, because obviously you can see here the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the scene, especially when it comes to mobile. And so it's really exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game, because we've been talking about this for such a long time. And I really asked Bobby, are you going to be here in this event? I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event and was finally here, finally able to you know, see the alpha. But hey, since we're here, taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen.
What?
You're taking a look at the map, and it's like, it's exactly what we saw in Warzone.
Totally, and it's getting to one of those end crunch periods. This is my favorite. The circle started to close, not yet final circle, but it's definitely that time. You got to be a little bit strategic and smart about your choices. There is a penalty if you get a little bit too aggressive.
And now, speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it. It's really a matter of where you drop, because obviously the tier 5 loot zones, the tier 4 loot zones, you'll always have that risk, but obviously the reward is a little bit more high. I mean, especially if you're going to be dropping at the very ends of the map, at the very end sections of it, where, yes, you might not have better loot, but you might have a better time not really looking for those kills. But the best thing here is you need to find that middle ground in every BR game that you have. For here, cash is king. You need to buy out, go and find a way to buy your fallen teammates, who we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the Gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a Gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too, and looking at the mini-map here, there were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the Gulag pretty soon.
And now we're talking about the weapons that they have over here. Obviously, it's something that we've seen already. The Fennec, I feel like it's going to be a really good gun. And speaking of, there you go, gets one. So that's a really good start. So hard up. We can see Bobby Blaze. I mean, it's just like Bobby Plays has been such a tremendous name here in the mobile scene, and now he needs to get out, because he's going to be in big trouble, especially going out here with no cover whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's living dangerously.
Shout out to Jamoko. Gonna be started stream tomorrow.
They need to find a way to, you know,
for the beta.
Get some cover. There you go. Finds one. Gets the kill. That's going to be really good for them
so far.
Watch you. Again, so far so good. And I'm really looking forward to kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Me too. Super curious to hear. Also curious to hear how this interaction here ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. one of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes I want to get my own loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about buying a new score streak, leveling up, helping my squad that way. There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console and PC, they just absolutely loved. And, you know, in mobile, there's really nothing quite like it. So just can't wait for players to get their hands on that.
Oh, most definitely, because I had my hands on it yesterday. I'm not very good at it, and that's why I'm being a shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But really just playing the game and playing Warzone in general, it feels as if you're playing the same thing on console and PC. And so that's such a huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device, tiny but powerful device, and to have the same thing here, not only that, it has its unique aspects as well. I think we've already mentioned it before. Mobile,
Oh, that's
yes,
an
even though
iPhone.
you already have it, Warzone is here, it has its unique features.
Big time. And when we started making the game, we listed out all these options. We could make something that was totally not connected. It was its own mobile experience, no connective tissue to Call of Duty console or PC. And on the other end of the spectrum, we could do an exact port, something that felt exactly the same, had, you know, same experience, same economy, same everything else. What we decided in the end was, you know, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the core game, so here, the moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels just as good as Call of Duty console, because really, for us, that's the best shooter in the world. We want to make sure that we're rendering that properly on mobile. We just think there's nothing better. At the same time, for mobile players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event side, or what we call internally the live ops side, but also just on the controls. So we want to make sure we're taking those best of both worlds and adding them together into an experience that just feels like nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
Yeah, well, speaking on the right track, Noah from YouTube getting these kills already, and it's our first time seeing him right now. So, again, where he's at, it's going to be a prime spot because
Who's playing in Warzone right now?
Crowded, as you can
Is
see here,
Warzone
but you can
working?
also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him spoiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me, that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here, it's good.
Wow.
He's done. He's already kind of felt the game pretty right to the fact that he can get a lot of these kills. And so how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement, that's one of those things. Movement and really the whole combat experience, it's something that we just felt like we don't want to mess with it too much. It's so special. It's what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in the right kind of way. And again, not totally there, but man, we're pretty happy with where we are at this alpha stage in the development process.
I'm just so excited to see every one of these streamers just battle it out, especially at the very late game where you get to see the circle just kind of closing in. But obviously we only have a set amount of time, and that brings an end to what we saw when it comes to the gameplay of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And it has been really fun, really exciting to see all the streamers playing the game.
Oh, shit.
And we still have way more lined up for you. But with that being said, let's bring in Xavier for a special sideline update.
Yeah, what's going on? WWE Superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, here with the only, the man, the legend, Myth.
I'm here with Austin Creed.
Woo! Having a good time. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you
How
too,
you been?
brother. I've been great.
Good,
I'm
good.
having such a good time so far, man. It's crazy.
Well, I love to see you. Now, first things first, we've all been at home for a long time, and now we get to come out to come do an event like this. You get to see all your buds, play Call of Duty with all of them. How does it feel being at this event right now?
Honestly, there's like a 13-year-old little boy like inside of me, the 13-year-old version of me that's like freaking the fuck out. Sorry, I don't know if that's allowed or not, but my bad. I won't do it again. But like, I am losing my cool. Like, I think it's awesome to think about the fact that like I'm at a Call of Duty event and one of this scale for a game that's this big.
Right. Yeah. Well, since you got to play the game with a bunch of people so far, what's your favorite thing?
Ooh, my favorite thing, an individual thing. I think so far what I've come to really like is I feel like they took everything that I loved about Modern Warfare and elevated it to the point where like the visuals, the gunplay, the feel of everything is just really polished and tuned. And that's part of what I really, really loved about Modern Warfare.
Nice, nice. Now, we're going to get into some Battle Royale later today. Is there anybody here that you are excited to find and take out on the battlefield?
Give me Give me Symphony's Pidgeotto ass. You know what I mean? I want to take him out because, you know, he's known as the cheater, the Warzone kid, and he's my good friend of mine, so I feel like it'd be legendary if I was able to just smoke him in the new Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, you know?
Well, there we go. There we go. We're going to be watching. Yeah. We're going to see if you get it. All right. Appreciate you guys listening. Back to you, Lottie.
Great job, guys. That was awesome.
Did you freak out back there?
Awesome. Yeah, that was great. That was so fun.
Come on, show us the... Wait, third-person view? What?
Inside, how hyped up he is, like,
oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's in one room here for one reason. It's to play and be excited about the new game, man. You can hear it, like the passion in here. Everybody's loving it, all the new game modes. And we got one on the screen right now. Like, we've had 3P in Call of Duty before, but not quite like this.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your own back as well has been a while, of course. I gotta say, it felt pretty damn good. And when you got used to it as well, Ali, like,
yeah,
I thought frying, and I know you fry.
I was having an incredible time yesterday. I was on other streamers' setups, so I made sure to change my clan tag to CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a competitive event is just, it's intense in a totally different
actually, I'll
way.
just
It's
end the
intense in the
stream.
fact that everybody
Thanks for
is
joining.
just
I'll
so
keep watching
excited,
this.
and everybody is just having pure fun and bliss, loading into a new game, figuring things out. Like, the energy is on